Dancing with my eyes closed. 'Cause everywhere I look, I still see you. And time is moving so slow. And I don't know what else that I can do. So I'll keep dancing with my
Hey folks, good evening. Chris and Tammy here. We're going to initiate our training. Sorry for the slow start. We were just I had a lot of stuff on my screen. I just needed to organize, wanted to do a Facebook Live and wanted to initiate a recording. So thank you so much for attending this evening. I know we're getting close to the end of our vacation season. Just one moment here. Okay.
Yay.
There we go. So this evening, we want to talk about building a profitable business and starting with what we did this weekend. And these are things that every one of you can actually apply. And it's really, we tend to sometimes get a little bit intimidated by technology, and really everybody really knows what to do. It's just a question of doing it. And we want to talk about kind of tag along from the last week's session when we talked about the 30-day one with the Celgivity, but also we have some principles that we want to share with you that are in line with what Tammy and I have been doing for years and having success in our business. And they're principles that actually, it's really interesting, but as I was looking for our blueprint to do our training this evening, because I mean, Tammy and I have been doing this for so many years that it's embedded in our DNA of what you need to do, because it's been repeated over the years. And it's really interesting because I love using ChatGPT to give me a guideline, like a skeleton blueprint on, okay, what does the world see? Right? How does the world perceive our industry? How does the world perceive being profitable within the network marketing industry? And it was absolutely brilliant, because what it spit out, it's exactly what Tammy and I have been working on for so many years. So before we begin, I wanted to mention that maybe I'm not sure if all of you are aware, maybe you're listening to this call here. And hold on, let me just make sure that the sound is down here. And maybe you're on Facebook Live. We appreciate you here being live on Zoom. We have been hosting webinars for probably the past, would you agree, Tammy, 3 years, for the past 3 years, on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays.
Probably more than that. Yeah.
Yeah, but the format that we're doing now, it's probably been about 18 months, I would say.
Okay.
And the format is Tuesdays in English, Wednesday it's in Spanish, and Thursdays it's in French. And we have a new webinar series that you are going to be exposed to as of September 1st, but within the first week of September. And each sessions will have a different link. For example, on Tuesday in English, it's Goal CMAX. In Spanish is Chronosomax. And I think, I'm not sure if I'd right, but anyway, so that's in Spanish. And in French is Voir Max. Voir is to see in French, Voir Max. And these 3 links are going to be mentioned on the email. In the very first email, there'll be a little video, which I'm going to be explaining this new tool that we're launching. It's really, really cool. And this is going to be taking place as of September on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And it's going to be a variety of presenters that are going to be sharing in all 3 languages. So I wanted to mention that as of September, the Crown Diamond Global Impact will not be the link that people will go to. And I know people will go there at the beginning for a little bit of time at the beginning, but we'll make sure that you get enough notification, enough emails. We will remind you that there are 3 links to attend. The first link is in English, the second link is in Spanish, and the third link is in French. Okay, so the Crown Diamond Global Impact series that we're doing, the link will exist, but we'll do it. We'll assign another webinar to do that. Okay, so I just wanted to mention that. Now, before we get into the principles that we want to share with you, on the principles to have success in their business. And I really hope you're going to take this to heart, because if you enroll anybody in your business, doesn't matter what network marketing company you do, these are constant. These are principles in having success in network marketing. So Tammy, you want to talk a little bit about the 30-day run that we're going to do with the Celgivity and some of the recommendations we talked on the table today?
Yeah. So tonight we want to talk about the 30-day run that we were discussing last week on starting in September, and we're going to make it around Celgivity. It's belly to belly or social media, however way you're marketing your business. It is prime time season right now to run with this. The most people that make money in this profession are between like September and December are prime time. Okay, so that's when you want to run with this business. And of course, we all know the season, the weather's changing. There's a lot of stuff out there that makes people want to increase their immune system, as we all know in today's world, and anytime, it is normal, called flu and virus season, right? So we have to really stress the importance of having a very, very, very strong immune system more than ever. And so that's why we wanted to focus on Celgivity being the flagship products. The sidekicks are the sidekicks. Once you have people in, it's easy to get them to try something else. Or maybe on the spot, you have somebody that wants to try two things. But we're really going to run with the Celgivity. We're going to focus on the personal pack, or there's other packages with Celgivity. And honestly, those who have the most product on them and run with it are the ones that are going to create momentum. If all you're doing is buying products to consume, you're not in business. If you have products on you to market, you're in business. You should always have products on you wherever you go, because you just never know who you're going to run into who happens to be looking for something, right? So invest in your business. If you want your business to grow, you must invest. I mean, that's part of it, right? It's having a storefront. We don't have storefronts. None of us. We're all in business, but none of us have a storefront. We are the storefront. The stories is our storefront. Our products on us is our storefront to be able to get products in people's hands. Going to the coffee shop, meeting people one-on-one, if that's what you choose, is our storefront. Our Zoom sessions is our storefront. It's our business. So we need to be doing these actively every single day. If you want to build this business, of course, we're always talking to people in general, but you guys need to make the decisions at the end of the day. I mean, I know that this is all on Facebook Live. There's some people here on Zoom, but it's also being recorded. So everybody around the world, if you want to build this business, you got to take it serious. That willingness to take action, that willingness to set goals, and those steps every single day. You got to write things down and say, okay, well, I'm not going to bed tonight until I speak to this amount of people every single day. I'm not going to sleep tonight until I book at least how many presentations that you're going to do, regardless whether this recorded stuff is happening now that Chris is talking to you about, of great presentations that are available. You can still do one-on-one presentations, right? And honestly, you want to have your face in front of a presentation when you're talking to your prospects, that you want them to see you, because you're selling you first. People buy you first. Always remember that. They buy your passion. They buy your excitement. They buy your stories. And that's what gets them to initiate in doing this. And if you're just selling products, and I always say just selling products, because a lot of people They have the posture of just selling products, and you're never going to build a strong business if all you talk about is products. Never. But you have to decide, do you want to build this as a business, or you just want to sell products? And again, it's totally up to you. But you can't expect to bring in a business builder if you're focused on products. If you're having a conversation with a prospect and they're very driven to succeed and they're looking for the right thing, the right vehicle, and all you do is talk to them about product, they're going to join another company to somebody who's going to share an opportunity with them. And they may be your customer. They may stick around as a customer for a little bit. But most people are looking for opportunities right now. I went to a networking event I think it was last Wednesday, Chris, and I came back. They're all entrepreneurs. And each one of them were saying that everybody's searching for side gigs right now because we don't know what's going to happen in the fall. We don't know what's going to happen in the future. The future is so unknown for every single one of us. So you need to put a business posture and a business hat on if you want to be able to have that lifestyle change. If that's
And I
what
want to
you're
tag,
looking for.
yeah, and I want to tag on something you just said, Tani, is we don't have control on what's going to happen from what will be exposed and imposed on us by either our governments or the environment or the economical situation, what's happening in our economy right now, everything. We just don't know. But what you know is what you are in control and what you can control. And the fact is, network marketing, folks, it is a growing industry still, very much so. And regardless of what happens in our environment, there's rumors and conspiracy theory about another lockdown. I don't know if this is true or not, but I can tell you one thing is I couldn't care less. Whatever happens, we are ready. We will still be profitable. We will still earn an income. And that's what we want to talk to you about. What are those principles? So the fact here is that, you know, anytime we touch on the product aspect, and I just want to kind of cover some principles. As I mentioned earlier at the beginning of this call, often I will compare 16 years. In fact, it's more than that. It's 28 years of full-time doing network marketing notes that I have from my learning experience, right? You can't really beat learning experience. And I go to my ChatGPT and I say, okay, here's what I want to talk about tonight. Here's what I want to cover. And then it turns around and it spits out, and I compare my experience with what it spits out. There's a difference when you have no idea what you're talking about and you go to ChatGPT and you just get him to spit out all the information. You just repeat what it says. But it's very different when you live through it for 28 years and then you can compare notes. It's really interesting and actually blew my mind on how accurate the response was. So building a profitable network marketing business, this is what it says, requires a combination of effective strategy, dedication, hard work, and a strong focus on building relationship. Here are some of the steps to help you build a successful network marketing business. Are you guys ready? If you're ready, just give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. Okay, so we got 3 thumbs up. We got 4 thumbs up. We got 5 thumbs up. Okay, we got everybody. Beautiful. Excellent. Okay, number 1, choose the right company. Here's what it says. Reach and select a reputable network marketing company with products or services you believe in. Do you guys believe in Max International? I mean, do you believe in the products of Max International? I want to focus on the product. Do you believe in the products? If you do, give me a thumbs up. And every single one of you, I know you will, right? And passionate about. Ensure the company has a solid track record. Well, you know, and we've certainly been around, and ethical practices and compensation plan and highlights. In fact, Tammy and I have been living from the compensation plan for the past 16 and a half years. This is our lifestyle. This is the only source of income. Now, there's other source of income that we chose to be part of. And again, it's a discussion for another time. But the point here is network marketing is our main source of revenue. So choose the right company. That's what we did. Number 1. Number 2 is set clear goals. How many times have we talked about that? Setting your goals, starting with your dreams, your goals. Your goals will be defined into different steps to be able to achieve those goals. Those goals could have different layers of intensity, if you understand what I mean. Some goals could be more intense. Some goals could be a little bit smaller for you to achieve to get to the next. Look, it's like a ladder, right? So set your goals. Short-term, here's what it says. In fact, I didn't even read it, and here I am saying it. I should just read it, right? Define your short-term and long-term goals. Why is it short-term, long-term? Short-term is attainable, reachable goals that you can agree in your mind and that credibility mind of yours that I can do this, I can achieve that. And the long-term goal is the bigger goal, the one that you actually want to achieve. So include financial targets, times, the time frames, the rank advancements. Again, these are all things that we're aware of, right? Tammy, you want to do number 3?
Yeah, product knowledge is to have some knowledge under your belt. You don't have to be the expert, honestly,
Yes.
guys. It says become an expert on the product or service, but we want to make sure that people are not talking to people because they don't know everything. Okay, you want to get out there and passionately know somewhat of the product, and each time you see a presentation, each time you look at information, you'll get more under your belt. And I'm telling you, the experience is the best way to get knowledge under your belt, is to get out there and talk to people. And it becomes a natural thing. I mean, most of you are presenters right now. And Linda, you nailed it. Linda yesterday, she says, yes, I don't like being in front of the camera. She walked up there first try and she freaking nailed it. Why? Because she's doing presentations regularly. So I want to
in all fairness, I mean, everybody did fantastic.
I know.
Everybody did fantastic. But I have to admit, Linda was pretty cool.
The fact that she said she doesn't like the camera and she freaking nailed it. Why? It's because she's in front of Zoom. She's in front of an audience. She's presenting every single week. So that's why you become better and better and better when you're actively taking action.
Yeah, everybody did very, very well. I'm serious. Marie-Paul, you were confident.
I was pointing Linda out.
Denise was awesome. Everybody was really good.
Wasn't comfortable with video, and she nailed it. Yes.
Okay, so we see the point here, folks, is that, and this is the point about product knowledge. We're not saying you need to be a doctor and a scientist or a nurse or anything like that. What we're saying is understand the benefits so you can relate the benefits to someone else so they can see the value. That's what it is. Number 4 is personal development, right? Network marketing is not just about selling product. It's about personal growth and leadership. If you want people to follow you, you have to lead, not dictate, not push, but lead. Invest in personal development throughout books, seminars, podcasts, course, enhancing communication. Again, ChatGPT. But what's interesting is ChatGPT is going to do a summary of tens of thousands of people who might have put in posts and courses, or, it gathers all that information and it gives you kind of the best of all, right? So it's really interesting. So again, personal development. This is really, 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 there's an expression that says your income it's a compensation plan attached to a personal development process, because as you grow and evolve, your check grows. Mm-hmm. It's really, really, really interesting.
Very accurate. Yeah. And number 5 is to build your network. It's all about relationship building. Those who build relationships and build networks are the ones that will have sustainable income. And we've proved it over and over and over again. There's a lot of buzz out there on affiliate marketing, but there's no loyalty. The next product they see online sounds sexy. Guess what? They're going to go buy it. Right? And if they don't have the budget, they're going to go off this one to go on that one. We all know it. We've all bought products online. Right? But if you build relationships and you build a network and you have their contacts, and you can easily pick up the phone or send a text and have a conversation with somebody, and they immediately get back to you, it's because you built that relationship. And that's the best business you'll ever have, is by building your network.
And in the notes of building your network, it talks about introducing them to your products and the opportunity. Remember the rowboat, where if you just do one, that's all you do. And imagine a boat on the water and you're using one side and you're just rowing on one side. Well, guess what? Are you moving? Yes, you're moving, but you're not going anywhere. You're going in circles. Same thing. If you're all about the money and all about the money, you don't have the product, people are not going to stick around. They're just going to come in like the affiliators, the affiliate marketers. They don't connect to anything. They don't do anything. They don't support anything. They come and go. They come and go. They come and go. They buy, they leave, right? Where network marketers, they create culture, they create an ecosystem, they create a support system. So the fact here is introduce to the product and the business opportunity, right? Utilize social media platforms to expand your search. That's what we do. Create an online presence, leverage social media platforms, blogs, website, establish online presence, share value content, relate your products, industry trends, success stories, engage with your audience, and build a community. This is exactly what we are doing daily. So create a strong online presence. Folks, this is not the 80s. It's cool that Tammy and I we're still planning the in-homes and everything else, because it is part of the community of building the relationship. But we're human beings and we need this interaction. And I agree 100%. But you do not undermine or underestimate the power of your online presence. It's important if you want to be successful, right? Prospecting and lead generations, right? Regular notifying approach, potential leads, use combination online. So how do you get leads, folks? I see Eric Worre doing these wonderful trainings on, master recruiter and all of that stuff. That's wonderful to hear. We've been hearing them for like years, and I get it. But practically, how do you get there? Well, this weekend, we spent, I would say, an entire day, well, at least a portion of the day, we got everybody standing in front of a green screen, sharing a 15-second or 30-second testimony. Barely, actually, no, I think everybody was really good within 15 seconds. Their testimony on the Celgivity. Why do we suggest a Celgivity? The Celgivity we're not going to run out of. We're not. And this is our flagship product. And let's face it, it's the product that is the most effective in our line of products that we have. All our products are absolutely phenomenal, but the Celgivity is the product, and build with that product. Don't use the excuse that, well, that's not available. This is in back order. Yeah, we know it's back, but the Celgivity is not. Build your business with the Celgivity. Buy some products. Build an inventory to build your business instead of just your own authorship and always talking to people but having nothing to show. Have some products on hand. Really important. I suggest focus on a 1-week bottle of Celgivity. Big time. So again, prospecting and lead generation is that create an environment by creating, for example, your videos. And then once you have your video segments, then Max has provided a great service for the North Americans right now to help you build your videos. Some of you are part of that. And we congratulate you for doing this, because this is how you're going to create leads. Once you got leads, folks, then you can start building a business. And when Max goes viral, goes public, let me rephrase that, goes public in sharing our technology, and then you come across your post and you say, oh, I saw that. Well, guess what? You're going to have someone that might actually be driven to connect with you to get more information because they saw it somewhere else. Okay. So this is what's so important in preparing for rain. I spoke to Joe this morning, asking him, when is all going to take place? And he said, we're just around the corner, right? It's just about to start. So prepare yourself, folks. Don't wait till the wave has passed over your head. Look at the wave coming. It's coming, and it's just behind you. Be ready, because when it's out there, you want to cash in. That's what we're doing this training here tonight. It's how to be profitable in this business. Tammy, you follow through on the next one.
So we're talking about the online presence.
We talked about online presence, prospect lead generation. Yeah, okay, now follow up on number 8.
Follow up. That's where the business is. It's unfortunate that most people don't spend a lot of time doing this, and it takes time. Follow up doesn't mean they're gonna respond right away. sometimes you're chasing people unless you nail down those schedules with people and have those conversations, letting them know that you're definitely going to be there to let you know if something comes up, let me know so that we could reschedule an appointment. So you want to have those business conversations with people on follow-up. Otherwise, if you just say, hey, we'll just catch up, just watch the link and we'll catch up. Good luck on catching up, because most people are so busy in today's world. And people are doing second jobs and third jobs, and they're just trying to make ends meet today. And that's why this opportunity is so important, because it keeps people home with their families, where they can just close a door instead of leaving the house and paying for gas and off here and off there. By the time they're home, they're exhausted. Their kids don't see them. So we got to share the benefits, the true benefits of working from home. I mean, I'd never go and work a job again. It's like a root canal for me anyways, because I just couldn't do it.
I agree.
It's difficult
So
to go
establish
out
a
and work for
system.
other people when
Yes,
when you're used to being independent, right? So follow up. Is it fun all the time? No, you guys, it's not fun all the time. But if you don't do it, then you're not going to move forward in building your network.
yeah, and
So
establish a
follow-up is
system to
critical.
stay in touch with your leads. Establish a system to stay in touch with your leads.
Mhm.
Don't underestimate the importance of that. Many of you will talk to someone and then you walk away, you don't follow through, and they might be waiting for you to get back because you're not bothering calling. Their interest is not strong enough yet, and you just give up because you didn't follow through.
Mhm.
Really important. Number 9 is duplicate in training. That's the reason why we do these trainings. There's many times where Tammy and I, oh God, we're tired. We are committed. We are committed. And we're constantly sharing with you the duplicatable process, the system, providing the resource and the support that we need. We know you need. You need to take action on those, but duplication is critical. If you want to make a fortune in this business, let's forget about fortune. If you want to make money in this business, you want to be able to pay your bills, to be able to stay afloat. If you currently have a job and you want to have extra money coming in to support with the extra cost of groceries or gas or whatever the situation may be for you, right? If you want to have that, you want to have a regular paycheck, you need to have a duplicatable system that people can plug into. That's what Tammy and I have specialized our entire experience and expertise in doing, is creating duplicatable training systems. Number 10 is consistency. Be consistent. Keep showing up. That you feel like it or not, keep showing up and be consistent. People will respect you for it. Your downline will respect you for it. That's very important. When you're consistently showing up, people see that you're serious and they will follow you. But if you're just shooting from the hip and you show up whenever you feel like it, well, imagine if that was your job. How long would you keep this job if how you would treat, you know what I'm talking about. So you want to be consistent, right? You continue, Tammy, on the next point.
Yeah, number 11 is provide value. I just want to recognize Lucy right now, Chris, because she's always consistently taking notes so she could translate this and train her teams in French. So kudos to you, Lucy. And we're always seeing you do this, and that's fantastic. And I'm going to give you the outline of this, what Chris created. But providing value is so important. Always focusing on the value, right? And benefits, benefits. Because if you can provide them value of what you have in your hands, and you could tell them the benefits by telling stories, they're in some capacity, they're in. Okay. And if they're searching, if they don't have the resources to come in, this is when you got to step up your game in your business part. Show them a way that they could earn income, that they can consume their products for free. How many of you on this session, whether you're on Facebook Live or in this group, are earning to consume products for free right now? There you go. There you go. I know Luce, she's no picture there, but I know Luce and Denise and Brian too. And I know all of you here that are on the Zoom are consuming products free. Why wouldn't you want to show somebody how to do it if you're doing it? Do you know how many people out there that would die to have a business that could pay for their personal consumption of supplements? Right now, they're taking it from their budgets on their groceries, where you could show them an opportunity to transform that. And then once they start consuming products for free, guess what? Those people are going to be telling their people the duplication process, you guys.
So I just posted my notes here just for your own. So Tammy, Lucy, you can get it right from there if you want. So that's my notes.
So
for
value,
tonight.
value on the opportunity and on the products as well.
The thing is, when you solve people's problems, right? Tammy, what was the name of her daughter had her hair by using, what's her name? Just give me the name.
Sandra. Oh my God.
Sandra has a daughter that had a great story about the omegas with her hair, her daughter. She's a beautiful daughter. And what happens here? And again, I want to share with you exactly what ChatGPT say. Solve their problem, offer solutions, and generally care about their success. This approach builds trust and loyalty. So the reason I want to bring out this example is I'm sure everybody will agree. And this is what we mean by providing value, because it will build trust and loyalty. Number 12 is attend companies' events. Now, I know that we haven't had a lot of events in the past, post-COVID. But folks, again, don't give up on these things, but because it's going to happen again. But we are individually, this is a small event tonight, right? It's a small event. It's a very important training segment that could really impact your life if you apply, because what we're sharing with you here is the kind of information that people will spend $30,000 for 1 year to hear the same stuff. We're telling you. So we are paying these bills for these kind of trainings, and we're telling you right now for free, if you understand my meaning. So again, attend companies' events. This is very important because it keeps you motivated, it keeps you engaged, especially as what's coming in the near future. And number 13 is adapt and evolve. Adapt and evolve. Don't get paralyzed by the problems, because I'm telling you, problems are here to stay. But the way you adjust around the problem becomes irrelevant based on how you adjust and how you evolve. See, Tammy and I are constantly looking for ways to automate our business so we can keep doing the things that matters to be able to continue building our network. And these are all the things that are coming together. So you need to adapt and evolve. Yeah, I see Sandra's. See, this is the difference. And the Omega made a huge difference. Imagine if, Sandra's daughter didn't have this product and she's a young girl. What would happen when she's in her 30s and 40s and 50s? Do you understand? Provide value. So number 12 is attend companies' events. Number 13 is adapt and evolve. And number 14, and Tammy, I'll let you finish the last one, is handle rejections. Handle it. Very often people get paralyzed with the rejections because the rejection is part of the process, right? You develop resilient mindset, right? Don't take rejections personally, because often when people tend to reject what you're providing, it's not you they're rejecting, it's them that is not open to the idea, maybe because of a past experience, maybe because of a belief or whatever it is that's going on in her mind, right? So again, you have to be resilient to the objection and adjust to the objection and go around the objection by feel, fail, found. I know how you feel. I feel the same way, but this is what I found. People will respond to that. Okay. And again, learn from those objections, because often they will give you clues on how they feel and what they need to hear for them to make an educated decision to move forward with whatever it is that you're presenting to them. Don't just take the rejection as an end all. It's actually a step. It's a process. And the key is for you to get over it to be able to provide the information that they need to hear to overcome the objection when the objection becomes a non-issue. Back to you, Tammy.
Yeah, number 15 is the compliance and ethics, which is really, really important on what the guidelines of what we're allowed to say in Max when it comes to the products. And I think we all pretty well know it, but our new people don't. Right. So it's important that we make sure that our new people are very, very responsible that way, especially online, I mean, you can tell a personal story to somebody one-on-one in small group, in-home setting, coffee shop, whatever it is. But, and that's your own personal story. You shouldn't be telling other people's story unless that person is challenged where you can actually introduce that person to them and they can have a conversation based on something that they have, in common. But be very careful, never oversell anything. You don't have to. Oh my gosh, our products are amazing. You don't even have to oversell. They're going to get results if they take it the right way. Some get it sooner than others, but it's that consistency, doing it the right way. If you're not following up with them and they're not doing it the right way, some people say, well, this product doesn't work. And I said, well, tell me about it. How are you taking the product? Well, I started taking 2, but I keep forgetting. And I've been taking 1 and I'm drinking it with coffee or whatever, So relationship building, right? So you just got to make sure that that you follow up and make sure that you say the right things. And at the same time, you got to know how your people are taking the product. I know when I get people on the product, that's why I keep people, is because of the relationships that we have. And if money's an issue, the opportunity is always there. Will everybody do it? No. There's people out there that just want everything so easily. Unfortunately, they're probably the most challenged people in this world today. But it is what it is, and you can't drag anybody across the finish line. And you can only serve the people who are open to receive, open to take the actions. And so I think that's about it, Chris.
Yeah. In fact, in closing, folks, understand that it takes time. It takes consistency, right? And the thing is the consistency in time. And the fact is, it's okay to go online. It's okay but remember that some people tend to think they're working the business because they're online and they're browsing and they're looking at videos, and that's not building the business. Building the business is actually communicating. Now, you may spend time building the tools to be able to attract people, but it's to communicating with people and following up after you start the initial conversation with people, handling objections, right? And just kind of learn from the objections and evolve from the objections. And success doesn't happen overnight. We understand that. So be consistent effort, showing up on a regular basis. And sooner or later, you will come across someone. But that's only going to happen if you're talking to people, right? So in closing, Tammy, I think that we've covered all grounds. So again, I just wanted to remind that the webinars as of September, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, English, Spanish, and French. Okay, in English is Goal See Max. In Spanish is Cosa No Max. I keep forgetting. I have to keep reading it about 10 times. I won't forget it. Okay, but the links are going to be part of the email. And in French is Voir Max. Okay.
And keep presenting, you guys. Keep presenting. Get your prospects. Get on Zoom, do your presentations, randomly get on Zoom, do a presentation, put it live on your Facebook, like do the things that you need to do to build your business. Is because they're no longer live doesn't mean you just sit back now. It's you got to be practicing on
actually, tell me they are live. They're live. They're live presentations that are going to be repeated. So let's leave it as that. Okay. Yeah. So the fact is, take advantage of those because it's a nice system. It's going to send you a reminder prior to the webinars. And and those of you that takes advantage of that are really going to benefit. Whenever someone sends comments, puts messages, I'll receive them, and it'll be redirected to anybody who promotes these links. Okay, so the email is going to be coming out in September on that Sundays or Monday, on the Monday following the first of the month. So whatever that first Monday happens to be, that's when you receive it. And there will be a little video where I'll be explaining a little bit of the system that's taking place. And I hope you're going to take advantage of that. And this is something that we're going to do again and again and again and again to automate our business. And of course, we want to teach you. We want to show you what we do. We want to share with you our tools. In fact, everything that Tammy and I use, you can see that on the Commit to Transform support site that Tammy have. You go under resources. You want to know the stick that we use to do our selfies, the lapel microphone that we use, the teleprompter that we have, the tools that we utilize, the webinar kit that we're using for the new system that's launched. Everything is available on the resources. So go check it out, read about it, and take advantage of those, because I'm telling you that is the future. So on this note, we'll end it on this note. I think we're done. So I hope the information was helpful on being successful, being profitable with your network marketing business. And again, we always want to thank you. I know there's a few of you from Facebook Live. I think some of you might be from the Philippines. Thank you for joining in. Always appreciate you. We'll see you soon in October. And I think that's it, Tammy.
All right.
Okay, everybody. Have yourself a great evening, and we will see you next week. Bye for now. Bye-bye.